dropping in. Hey, I thought we had a special guest this week, but unfortunately it's just myself and Chris again. So we'll start off with our runners from Moonee Valley. The Avenger, barrier 14.
Bad
Didn't
draw.
you scratch from a wide barrier last week?
Yeah, we did. We can't keep scratching though. So I'd say he'll run, but he'll go back this week. Go back, get some cover, and try and find a bit of luck.
Oh, Malambo, barrier 11.
Not the best of draws.
No.
I think 1200 metres will suit her better than last start. Seems to be going well enough, and they tell me she's better racing left-handed than right-handed. So,
Okay.
first run in Melbourne. She has come from New Zealand though, so does have experience racing that way around.
And in the same race we have Overstep, who would appreciate the extra 100 metres as
Yeah,
well.
very unlucky last start. If you get to see her replay, she got back, was saved up for the last run, and still had to come out wide and change ground in the straight. Had she got to run through them, I think she wins. So she's going pretty good. I think the extra 100 metres on Saturday will suit better.
Okay, shooting straight up to the sunny coast, where we have a Vassal with Jag aboard.
Yep.
2 off, 59.5,
Yep.
barrier 8.
Yeah, he needs to find some form though.
He does.
This is the right type of race for him to do so. So yeah, hope he gets the best out of him. It's normally deep into the preparation he starts to find some form. So let's hope that's the case Saturday.
Okay, Tumultuous, barrier 4. Get the run of the race from there.
He will. Yeah, he didn't get any luck last start. He in the start before that, it was a glimpse of better form. So his last 2 runs are clearly better than any others this prep. So let's hope he can go one or two better on Saturday.
Okay, My Giuliano, barrier 6, Michael McNabb.
Yeah, he's another one that needs to improve. But a good gate. Should see him settle 3rd, 4th. Get a nice run. Noticeably, when he won 3 in a row last year, it was all similar distances. 2 of them were on soft and heavy tracks. The first of the 3 was on a good track, so I think any rain about would certainly do his chances the world of good.
And Exoteric, barrier 11.
Travels up from Rose Hill tonight to get to the Gold Coast stable on Thursday morning. He ran well enough in a very slowly run race a couple of weeks ago. Drawn a touch awkward here, but a good jockey aboard, so he'll run well.
Okay, into race 6, 1400, Fortensky, barrier 2.
Yeah, slightly disappointing first up, but I think this distance will suit him a bit better. Good gate. We'll hopefully see him settle 3rd, 4th, and this, well, last preparation he was in great form. I'm sure he can find that form if he just improves a touch.
And also in the same race, Zumbalina. Has she come on for her first up run?
Yeah, she has, and I think she'll be better suited by the slightly longer distance. They went pretty quick, and it looked like she was out of her comfort zone last start. So,
El Cassidy aboard,
yeah, what's she drawn?
5.
Good draw. She'll be similar to Fortensky, settle 3rd, 4th, get a nice run, and chime in late.
Okay, into the last, not so lucky for us this week, Sacred Rebel, barrier 16.
Yes, there's 8 emergencies, and most of them have drawn to his inside, so he's going to come into probably 10, 11 or 12. Horse is going well, just needs an ounce of luck. He has won at the Sunshine Coast, yeah, and ran well since then, so I think he'll be hard to beat, but just like any horse race, especially when you're drawn well, just needs that touch of luck on his side.
Quick preview of this weekend's runners at the home track of Rose Hill. Starting off with Bella Success, H. Bowman aboard.
Yeah, a bit disappointing last start, but the runs prior to that were very unlucky, so
1500's the right
yeah,
run.
that's what Jockey said last start. He said don't be afraid to step up to a mile, so it's not a mile but an extra 100 metres. Good gate. Wouldn't say it's an overly strong race. Threw it away at the start to some degree last start, so she's going well enough. She looks well. She can bounce back.
Okay, Palmatier comes up from Melbourne tonight.
Yep.
Last start winner.
Yep.
Okay, McAvoy,
Yep.
lightweight.
Yep.
Good barrier.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yep.
Good.
She's going well. Yeah, it's a slight step up in class, but as you said, there's a lot of things in
A lot of
favour.
boxes ticked. Race 2, Trafalgar, James McDonald, barrier 2, big weight.
Disappointing last start, but he finished off okay. Might have just been the way the race was run. Big weights, I don't think too much of a concern when you've got a good jockey like James aboard. He's drawn well, should get a lovely run, and hopefully he can bounce back.
Okay, Estacrage, barrier 9, H. Bowman.
Needs to improve. Hasn't really turned up yet this prep, has he?
No, not yet.
So, yeah, we'll just see how he fares Saturday, but good jockey. And not an overly strong race.
Well, hopefully we can win it, as we've got 2 races off, and it'd be nice to have a little celebration for two races before getting into Performer.
Yeah, he's
What
come
can you
back
tell us?
really well. He's a good horse, as we all know. The hype's gone off him because he lost the rider one day, and then he was down the track in the Golden Slipper when he drew the outside barrier. So, back as a 3-year-old.
Put the gloss back on him.
He looks great. Love this horse's attitude. He's such a laid-back horse. I think that fools a few people, thinking that he should be charging into the bridle like how we like our horses trolling. But look, all he could do is do what he's done. He's won his trials, if not both. One of them.
Blinkers on.
Yeah,
He's
he's going good. I guess you could say the draw's a bit of a negative. And is he in a 1100 metre horse? Yes, he did win the Breeders over 1,000. He simply won that on class. But I think give him a chance to switch off, settle, and he'll finish off well. If he doesn't win, he'll be the one to follow out of the race for next start.
That's for sure. Into race 6, the Ming Dynasty, Dealmaker, barrier 11, on the minimum there.
Awkward gate. He's a mile, 2,000 metre horse, really, by done deal. He's a lovely horse. I think he's got a really bright future. Yeah, I think the draw, the
Future's
distance.
bright, the future's purple, eh?
Yeah, purple with white stars.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll run well, but he'll improve if the run, and we'll step him up and further, and you'll be following him then for sure.
Okay, race 7, Leopari, barrier 3.
Yep, he's done a pretty good job this prep, winning a listed race. I think he'll appreciate stepping up to the 1900, albeit right at the edge of his distance range. There's some talk that we might get a bit of rain in the weekend. That'll play to his benefit.
Oh, word.
Good draw.
Okay, Black on Gold, he's also in the Roly Mile.
Yeah, just based on the
Thursday.
weather forecast, probably have a slight leaning towards going to Hawkesbury because he
Correct.
just hates the wet. So any share of rain would be a negative for him, but he's going well. Did of course win his last start at Rose Hill over a similar trip. Loves the trip, loves the distance, and yeah, it'll either be Thursday or Saturday.
Okay, I'm serious. Same question?
Yeah, you don't say that very often, do you?
Not same question.
I'm serious.
I'm always serious, Chris.
She's going well. She's also entered to race in Hawkesbury, but she's drawn the car park there, slightly leaning towards running Saturday. Good draw, good jockey, good filly, mare. Untried at the trip, but she shows everything to suggest. Yeah, so I think she'll run there and be hard to beat.
Okay, Dagny. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing again. If Black on Gold was scratched, I'd say she would definitely run and would grab Corey and put him on her. So slight leaning towards her running there, really.
Distance okay?
Well, she's won over 1800. It was probably her most impressive win.
If this rain comes.
Well, if the
I'm going to
rain
get a
comes,
month of rain in a day.
Nah. So, slight leaning towards running her Saturday.
Okay. Into the last, High Mist, Ty England, barrier 3.
Well, he only needs the rain to come, and he's right in this. He's going a lot better than his form would suggest. He's a noted wet tracker, and that's the reason why he hasn't performed at his last 2 starts, but prior to that he won 2 or 3 in a row.
2 in a row.
So, yeah, keep an eye out on the weather forecast, and the more rain that falls, the better his chance.
Okay, then we have Eagle Bay from barrier 5, James McDonald.
Ran a cracker first up, hit the line well. Good draw. He's probably looking for a mile, but we're just taking him quietly and just slowly getting him up in the distance range. I still think he's a winning chance, though.
Okay, Perrette, drawn wide in 13.
Yeah, that's the only negative with him. He's been dead set flying. Last 2 wins couldn't have been any more impressive.
Huey galloped on Tuesday.
Said he's stretching out well,
Good.
and he's in for a good prep. So I don't think the barrier will worry him. Just needs cover. He'll go back.
At least
They
he
went-
switches off now.
They went slow in his last start run. he picked them up in 2 strides. So it's a test. 1500. Well, I think if he could win Saturday, he's a genuine Epsom chance.
And opposition, K McAvoy.
He's won 3 races. The shortest of those 3 wins have been 2,344 metres. So don't expect him to be at his best, but gee, I like him. Sure, 1,500 is going to be too short, but just watch for the grey flashing home late, because it'll be him. And he's one to follow deep into the Spring Carnival.
Okay, best of luck, folks. Now, tissues at the ready. No sob story here, because we were all cheering on Saturday. Winx, 26 in a row.
Well, Australian record.
Yep.
She's just unbelievable. What more can you say?
We'll leave it at that then, hey?
She's eclipsed Black Caviar's record, who I might add was never beaten. Just shows you how great a horse Black Caviar was.
Correct.
But Winx, in the last 26 starts, has had to overcome track conditions, track bias, distances, luck in running, barrier draws. She's given every possible horse the chance to beat her, or everybody knows where she's running. We don't hide from anywhere. The owners say if she's happy, run. We've never missed a race for whatever reason.
Could have easily dodged a few stablemates.
Yep.
With D'Argento being one.
Yeah. My word.
He's obviously an incredible colt.
He
He's
is,
got a massive
as is a
opinion
lot
on.
of the horses that she's racing against. But time and time again, she gets the job done. She doesn't just win, she wins with a bit of arrogance. Sure, she's had some close margins, but a couple that come to mind was the Theo Marks, about a 3rd win into the sequence. She almost fell and come from last.
Yep.
And still flew home. She only might have got there by a small margin, but what she
Still
did
got there.
was amazing. The other one was when Fox played for her last year. Well, she missed the start by 5 lengths.
Yep.
She's broken 32 seconds for the last 600. Apart from that, she just wins at her leisure. She's come through the race very well.
What did she do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday?
Saturday afternoon, she was on the Aqua Walker, which is a saltwater treadmill.
That gets like any sports player.
Well, we had some of the sports players to come and see her the few days before, and they said it's even colder than what they get into. It gets down to about 6 degrees. The All Blacks have an ice bath at 9 degrees. So she was in that walking after the races in the evening when everyone else was out celebrating or doing what they do on a Saturday night, or watching the All Blacks, as it was in your case, Charlie. And Sunday morning, same again, walk and the Aqua Walker. And Monday, pretty much the same, and she was bouncing out of her skin this morning, out on the track for the first time. Ben was very happy with the way she felt. So we've got the options now to space her races. She could run in the Chelmsford. I think it's extremely unlikely, almost impossible. And most likely go to the George Ryder, which she's won the last few years, 4 weeks, and then work out where she heads to from there. So as you can see, we're just placing her carefully, spacing her runs, because it's all about longevity. She hasn't shown us any signs of slowing down.
Will you try and trial it between?
Not sure. It's a good question. I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
So either trial or an exhibition gallop. But she's picture perfect. She's where we needed to be, and if anything, she's come back better. Scary to
Don't
say.
say that.
I won't say that. Forget I said it.
You can't.
She's come back just
She
as well.
can't come back.
No, she's come back just as well. She's certainly not slowing down, and she doesn't look like slowing down. So, see you again in a few weeks' time with Winx.
Yeah, get that heart pumping again.